It's like when guys go for a trim, you know, they feel good. Like, it boosts them up. Like, there's nothing like being around a man when he's got a trim, because his energy is just through the roof. This is life, locs, and lessons we live in 10 minutes or less per day. Oi, yay! I say this with love. I cannot tell you when to retwist your hair. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to tackle that question that I get quite a bit semi-regular. How often should I retwist my hair? I don't know. It's not up to me, it's up to you. I don't know. That is my honest opinion. For anyone who messages me or comments on any of my posts, particularly on Instagram, about when they feel like they should retwist their hair or how often should they do it, like, believe me, when I see it, that's literally what I've said verbally. Like, I don't know. The reason why I say that is because, not because I'm not open to the question, that's fine. I understand you're gathering research, which is actually very important to do when you're on a Loc journey, or when you're on any journey of any sort. Like, you know, read around, watch around, you know, gather all those pieces of information, all that knowledge, yeah? But I don't know you. Unless I am you, like, I can't tell you what you should do with your hair. Like, I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't. That's the sentence. I'm not entitled. I don't have the right to tell someone what they should do. I can only share based on my own experiences, my own, you know, decisions, and say, this is what I've done. This is what's worked for me. This is what I'm doing currently. Camera shift. The camera shifted. Because for me, my schedule has changed over the course that I've been locked. So, like, in the beginning, I'd retwist my hair every 20, 21, 22 days. Like, it was literally like 3 weeks, and I was like, okay, cool, let me do it. Like, I didn't really know why. Maybe because 3 is my smallest favorite number, so I thought 3 weeks sounds about right. Maybe that's what I was seeing at the time that other people were doing, and I was just like thinking, okay, maybe that's where I should begin, or that's what I should be doing. I didn't know that I'd get to a point where I'm now waiting. I use the term waiting very lightly. I don't really wait for my retwist. I live in between that time, and I call my retwist my resets. But let me not let this video jump around a bit. Let me just flow with it. Let's just tackle that question first off, and why I do not feel like I can tell you what you should be doing with your hair. I started off with 3 weeks, and now I'm like at an 8 to 10 week cycle. And I think that's because my hair's matured, and also how I look at it, how I look at the whole process is different to when I began, because, you know, things change, you learn stuff, and so you adapt, you remain agile, you shift. You know, your life goes through different things as well. So, like, I'm recognizing that I'm not the same Olivia I was at the beginning of my journey in December 2020, in January 2021, in even May 21 last year. And so now it's like recognizing that I'm doing what's right for my hair at this time. This is why when people come to me and say, can you suggest how often I should retwist my hair, I'm like, I really can't. Part of it is because so many things go into it. There's so many factors to consider. In no particular order, you've got commitments, priorities, like what do you have going on in your life at the time? Can you really dedicate time to sit down and retwist your hair? Which kind of leads on to another point. Are you doing it, or is someone else doing it? Like, do you have to schedule time with someone else or the person who does your hair and make sure they're available to when you want it done? Is it someone where you can do like a last minute drop in, or do you have to book it in advance, you know, just to be considerate of other people's time and other people's commitments, schedules, priorities, etc. And I use that example because I've got my brother's hair to consider, so I know that with me, I can be a bit more lax. I think that's the phrase. I can be a bit more chill, relaxed in my approach in terms of my lock maintenance schedule, because it's my head. So if I want to walk around with fluffy roots, frizzy hair, like, you know, I can, because it's me deciding for myself about my image and things like that, and if I'm on brand, off brand, does it work for me right now? Where am I at in my life or in this current chapter, cycle, between retwists, all that kind of stuff. Whereas with my brother, it's like he's a completely different person. He may have something coming up and he's like, you know, I want my hair a certain way, or just how he feels within himself. It's like when guys go for a trim, you know, they feel good. Like it boosts them up. Like there's nothing like being around a man when he's got a trim, because his energy is just through the roof. So I know for some occasions, my brother may say, you know what, Liv, I'm doing my trim now. When can I get my hair retwisted so that I'm set? I'm like, okay, cool. So then we navigate that space. We coordinate with each other, especially now we're living in 2 different cities. So it's not like a case of we're just 10 minutes apart anymore. So I've now got to factor in, do I need to travel home to do it, or is he gonna come up to get his hair done, you know? So there's that. So considering the person who's doing your hair, their time, their energy, their effort, all that good stuff. So you've got those factors, but then you also have other things. It's like asking yourself, why are you chasing a retwist all the time? I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting to keep your locks in a certain way, but I love the time in between. Like it allows me to breathe, it allows me to really live life, it allows me to kind of nurture new growth, new opportunities, new things, do a health check on my locks, because if I'm constantly caught up with looking neat and perfect, then am I really like allowing myself to express myself naturally, organically, and all that good stuff? Am I truly enjoying what locks are about for me, which is liberation, being free, not feeling tied down to certain standards or orders or ways of doing things? Like, so it's become actually more enjoyable to kind of just let time flow from one retwist to the next. Now, don't get me wrong, I love a retwist, I love a reset, I know how it makes me feel, and I love that high. But that's exactly what it is, a high. So it only lasts for so long. And so for me, it's like, okay, I can't just enjoy my loc journey when I get it freshly retwisted. I need to enjoy all the time in between. So it's very personal. I think that's the point I'm trying to make. So like you can't really expect someone else to tell you how often you should retwist your locks or retie, if that's the method that you use. So yeah, so like that's really what I wanted to talk about today. Just like, I'm not saying don't ask people, because obviously you want to know, but you also don't want to do it too often, because you know that over manipulation of the hair strands could actually weaken your locks later on down the line. And it also depends on what you're trying to achieve. I know some people just retwist when they feel like it. I love that whole concept. It's like when I want to. It's like when I put my retwist videos out and people are like, every time I see your video, it just makes me think I should be retwisting my hair. I will do it when it feels right for you, because I do mine and I need to be mentally in a place to do it because of the energy that I pour in, and I really enjoy it. It's like one of those extended self-care experiences for me. And so I take my time. I don't like to rush. I don't like to have other things scheduled or going on at the time. So, you know, I kind of know when my next retwist is going to be with each one that I sit and do. But that could change. Anything can happen between now and then. So I'm currently 8 to 10 weeks, and the maximum I'm working towards is 3 months or 12 weeks. But I may like the 9-10 week thing. I may never get to 12 weeks because maybe that's not for me. So that's why I say, like, do you? But yeah, if you like this video, then please comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And obviously if you want me to talk more about my locks, what I do, the questions I get asked, the suggestions I would make based on my own experiences, then tune in for more. Thank you. Yo, Liv, I'm feeling how you look today, you know. Cute. I must say, I pay myself more compliments since having locks. Leave me be whilst I'm being me. Oh, do I need you to back up a bit? Can't have you all up on me. Should I? No, I don't like my underarm fat. Real body confessions, but do not hate any part of you. I wanted to record a video last week, but my body was fighting something. Oh, feeling warm. But the way how this looks cute. It's the process of getting into it. Oh, when I lean forward, lean back. I'm playing with my own light. Hey, don't play with me. I remember a guy thought that I was like flirting with him because of the way I move my tongue in my mouth. No, babe, it's really not about you. It's not about you. It's about me and how I feel I'm presenting myself to the world. I'm just trying to make sure that the lipstick hasn't bled onto my teeth.